Hello all. So in this video we are going to see the tricks to find number of phenotypes and genotypes in different cases. So this topic is from the chapter Principles of Inheritance, class 12. Let's start how to find. So in case number 1, for multiple allelism, they give different number of alleles. What is multiple allelism? The particular character is controlled by 3 alleles. For example, best example is what? Example is blood group, Abo blood group. Abo blood grouping in man is an example of multiple allelism. So this is a best example for this, and whenever they are giving you the number of, see here n is number of alleles, and they will give you the number of alleles here, and they will ask you to find the number of phenotypes and genotypes. So that time you can use this formula for finding number of phenotypes, which is n plus 1, and number of genotypes is n plus 1 into n by 2. Okay, so number of phenotypes will be n plus 1, number of genotypes will be n plus 1 into n by 2. Now let's see one question. Let's have the question of Abo blood grouping itself. So here we probably know that 3 alleles control the blood grouping in man. So what are the 3 alleles? IA, IB and I naught, you can say, or you can say small I also you can say. So these two are dominant over this, and they are showing also the codominance character. Okay, these two when they are present, they will be completely dominant. Okay, IA and IB, when it is present, you won't get either IA or only IB. You get IAB, so which is AB blood group. So I'm not going to discuss that here. Just see here, multiple allelism. So 3 types of alleles. This both are same. Okay, 3 alleles will be present. So from here, number of phenotypes can we calculate? Yes, we can calculate easily. How will you calculate? So number of phenotypes for this one is number of phenotypes. If you want to calculate, see the number of alleles, how many number of alleles is there? 3 alleles. So 3 alleles, in the sense we have to write number of phenotypes formula according to this trick. It is 3 plus 1, so 4 phenotypes, and number of genotypes will be n by 2. What is n? 3. 3 by 2 into 3 plus 1 is 4. So 2 2s are 6. So you are getting total 6 genotype and 4 phenotype. Yes, it is correct. So let me write what are the phenotypes. So see here, these are your 6 genotypes, and this is either AB blood group or A group, B group, O group. Here IA, IB means corresponding to AB blood group, A group because it is dominant over O, and here A group, B group, B group, O group. So these are our 6 genotypes and 4 phenotypes. So using this formula, easily you can do this question. Now let me give you one question. You try to solve it on yourself. See, this is your do-it-yourself question. Just try this and comment your answer below. So there are 6 genotypes of the human Abo blood group types. How many genotypes are possible if a gene exists in 5 allelic forms in a population of Drosophila for eye color? I've given the options. Just use this formula and find. Okay, just copy this. So the next case, what they give you is Mendel's experiment, and they'll ask you what are the types of gametes, types of genotypes, okay, number of genotypes and number of phenotypes. They ask you to find it. Easily you can find this formula. See what you have to use here. Mendel's experiment means it could be either a dihybrid cross or a trihybrid cross. Whenever they are asking you types of gametes, you should go for 2 power n, and number of zygotes, if they are asking, means see gamete square. Gamete square, if you put, means 2 power 2n. This mostly we don't use, we just go for this gamete square. Okay, and then number of phenotypes, if they are asking number of phenotypes in Mendel's experiment, you should write 2 power n, and number of genotypes 3 power n. What is n here? You will have the doubt, right? So n is nothing but the number of heterozygotes. We'll see one question on this. You can understand very easily. See here, whenever they are giving a question like this for you, you just have to look at the question and what they are doing. They are crossing AA, BB, CC. So they are doing self-crossing. You can understand this. So same thing they are crossing, no? So that is self-crossing among the individuals. So capital A small a, capital B small b, capital C small c. Now I have told you one formula for types of gametes. What is the formula we have to see? 2 power n. So the 2 power n, if you substitute, n means I told you number of heterozygotes. So that one you have to know. So number of heterozygotes, how much is there? So heterozygous means what? capital A, small a, whatever it is, 2 different types of alleles. So capital A, small a, we have 1 heterozygous, and here 2, here 3. See, you just don't have to calculate here also. Only whenever we are doing selfing, means both are same, means you can just find for this alone. So how much heterozygous is there? So n value equal to 3. If here capital C is there, or small c is there, means you should not calculate that. That is homozygous. You should not calculate. Understood? So now n is equal to 3. So that is heterozygous. Heterozygotes, n is equal to 3. Now types of gametes formula is about 2 power n. Just substitute 2 power 3, which is 2 cube is 8. So 8 types of gametes we will get. Next question, number of zygotes. Zygotes is nothing but gamete square. Whatever number of gametes you got, that one you square. So it will be 8 square, 64 zygotes you get. 64 what you get, zygotes you get. Otherwise also you can put like 2 power 2n. 2 into 8 is how much? No, n is 3, no? 2 into 3. So 2 power 6 is also 64. Like that also you can do, which is correct. But that takes some time. If you are good in maths, you can do that. Number of phenotypes. Number of phenotypes, what is the formula? 2 power n. Number of genotypes, 3 power n. So number of phenotypes will be 2 power n. 2 power n will be same, 8 phenotypes, and number of genotypes will be 3 power n, which is 3 power 3. Which is 27 genotypes we get, whereas 8 phenotypes we get. Now, sometimes they ask you to find the phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio also. So that time, what you have to do, we know the Mendel's phenotypic ratio for monohybrid and trihybrid cross. No, monohybrid cross. What is the monohybrid cross phenotypic ratio? So it is 3:1, right? 3:1 for monohybrid cross. Genotypic ratio is 1:2:1 for monohybrid cross. Just put power n. Whatever number here you are having is, it just denotes the dihybrid cross or trihybrid cross, whatever it is. So here we are doing a trihybrid cross because we are having 3 characters. So you have to just substitute 3 here. So 3:1, 3 times you have to put like this. 3:1 into 3:1 into 3:1. So if you just multiply this, first 3 3s are 9 is to, then again with this 3 you have to multiply everything. Like that if you do, you get. So on multiplying you are getting like this. See, this is very big ratio, so most probably they won't ask you. But when they are going to ask, they will ask for mostly dihybrid ratio, so that you can easily find and write with this formula. 3:1 power n, 1:2:1 power n. So like this you can do. But most important questions are these. This will be most frequently asked. Types of gametes also they will ask frequently. Okay, understood? Where n is number of heterozygotes. So this is one type of model where you have to find the number of genotypes and phenotypes. Let's see the next model. Yes, see, solve these 2 questions, okay? Regarding this trick, you solve these 2 questions. This I have asked regarding dihybrid cross. I told trihybrid cross. Now this is dihybrid cross. Easily you can find this. And then this question. Just take a screenshot and solve. So the next case is polygenic inheritance. So polygenic inheritance, in our book we have a great example, which is skin color in humans. Skin color in humans will come under polygenic inheritance. Okay, polygenic inheritance means what? Many genes control a single character. That's what. Many genes will be controlled by a single trait or character. Okay, so number of phenotypes will be 2n plus 1, and number of genotypes ratio. Number of genotypes formula will be 3 power n. Okay, 2n plus 1. Here 3 power n. So where n is what? Pairs of polygenes. Pairs of polygenes. They give you like that only. How many pairs of polygenes they will give you. And then they will ask you to find the number of phenotypes and genotypes. Let's see one question regarding this. See here, so they have given one question like this. On heterozygous selfing with respect to 3 gene pairs. How many gene pairs? 3 gene pairs. Find the number of genotypes and phenotypes. Whenever they give gene pairs, you can use this formula. Okay, whenever they give gene pairs, you can use this formula that corresponds to polygenic inheritance. Now they are asking to find number of genotypes and phenotypes. Can we find here number of genotypes? Let me represent ng, which is equal to 3 power n. So what is the number of n? N means number of pairs of polygenes. So 3. 3 power 3 will be equal to 27 genotypes, and phenotypes. How many phenotypes we will get? 2n plus 1. So where n is 3. 2 into 3 plus 1. 7 phenotypes we get. So easily with the help of these tricks, you know, you can solve all the questions very easily. Definitely they will ask you these type of questions, okay? So you have to just concentrate on this part, because theory you can easily learn, but these problems and all you have to go through again and again, then only you can get a clear clarity, okay? Is and the test yourself or do it, this question you see, this is your do it yourself question for regarding to third trick, and do all these questions, okay? I have given you almost 3 questions, 3 to 4 questions. Do all these questions and comment your answers below, and thank you for watching.